Hey guys, a few more updates today. Let's test the microphone with the shield open. I'm really hoping you can hear me. So I was going to try to do an update. Hi horses. But it feels silly because I haven't really done anything to my channel since my last update. My last update basically said, hey guys, I'm back from Antarctica and I'm back in the United States. Look forward to new videos. And, you know, I did one of the Lighter Bro updated clip, and that's been about it. So again, if you want more updates, you should really follow the Facebook. I understand a lot of people don't like Facebook. I put the link pretty much in every video, just in case. But it's so much easier to update kind of what you're doing and throw a picture up for what you did this weekend on the Facebook instead of YouTube. But what have I been doing instead of making videos? I've been spending a lot of time with the family, which is always a good thing to do. Not just catching up on stuff, but you know, some stuff that's a little bit harder to deal with. My grandfather is almost 90. He'll be 90 in a few weeks now, and he's to the point where his wife is going to have to go to California to deal with some stuff, and so he's not able to take care of himself. And so we've got him in assisted living. It's, you know, something that's never easy to deal with, admitting yourself or having your family, you know, try to convince you that you can't take care of yourself. So that's been kind of a big deal. I had a lot of family in town that's been helping with that transition. So obviously there's lots of that kind of stuff. The other big update is, if you guys have followed my channel for a long time, you know that Max is getting up there in years, and while I was gone in Antarctica, he kind of had a little bit issue eating and lost his appetite a little bit. And again, if you follow the channel, you know that he's got a bad cruciate ligament, and so every once in a while during high activity days, I give him kind of a Rimadol, which is like an aspirin for dogs, that helps out in case his, you know, knees giving him trouble or whatever. Well, the vet had determined that there's like a paralysis that happens in the throat with older dogs, and that can cause a lot of these issues. So you can elevate the food to help. There is a surgery that can help stretch his esophagus to help with that kind of stuff. But it's not ideal because you can actually aspirate into your lungs really easy, and then you get pneumonia. So most of vets don't recommend that sort of surgery. So when I got home in March, I had heard all that. They'd actually got him on more of a daily regimen of kind of a pain pill just to help with his legs, to make sure it wasn't a pain issue. And I just noticed it wasn't quite right. He had kind of a lump on the side of his neck, and it seemed like his breathing was more labored. And now that paralysis that I spoke about before can cause a lot of those old man, you know, that softer bark, you know, that older dogs get, stuff like that. So initially that made sense, but I knew that wasn't right. So I took him back in, and actually in the same veterinary clinic, just got a different doctor, one that I'd dealt with, a gentleman that I had dealt with before. And it took him about 30 seconds to find that mass on his throat. And then obviously he wanted to knock Max out so that they could do a little bit more probing without Max interfering. Are you fogging up? You might be. Huh. So they did that. They even had a hard time getting the tube in his throat to help anesthetize him, simply because they discovered there was actually a mass on his tonsil. So they biopsied that. They biopsied the one on his neck, and little funny goats, and did all that, and basically discovered that it's a thyroid cancer on his thyroid on his neck. That has since spread to his lymph node systems, which is now on his tonsils. And that is the main obstruction that's keeping him, that's making it difficult for him to breathe. It's making it difficult for him to eat. It's like having a permanent sore throat, or you know, an allergic reaction that's closing up your throat. So it's been a struggle the last couple of weeks trying to get him into a comfortable state. he doesn't really, it's not to the point where I need to put him down yet. We got him on a slightly different medication for his arthritis. I was hoping that might help the inflammation a little bit. I'm on my way today to go pick up some prednisone, which is a cortisol steroid, and see if we can't help with that inflammation. Unfortunately, the type of cancer it is, it won't react to any sort of chemo pill. It seems like it is fairly fast growing. The initial studies of the area that they biopsied said that there wasn't any inflammation, but that's not to say there isn't any surrounding inflammation, which is what I'm hoping the prednisone will help with today. And there was no infection, so getting him on some antibiotics or anything like that isn't going to help his throat. So we're really in kind of a tough spot. My goal is to make him comfortable. And if he's not comfortable, then I got to get up to speed here. Hold on. Hopefully he can still hear me. Putting around doing 40, I realized I jumped on the back highway here. If he struggles and his quality of life, continues to degrade, it's something I'm probably going to have to take care of before I leave for the north, which I was not really looking forward to. Nobody ever is. So I've been dealing with a lot of that. To compound the issue, I've been testing out some newer helmets. You can tell this is, if you're not too fogged up, you can tell this is a Shoei, the X2 Hornet. Just this morning I put on some Dura Block or Dura Track, whatever that, the fancy Velcro that Everride uses, because I haven't decided where I'm going to put it on here. I love this location for cameras because I hate this crap on the side. And we'll do that in a different video, but I haven't had a GoPro, and which is part of the reason you're still on the handlebars here, mounted to my helmet to do any videos. So I have not wanted to have a GoPro more than the last 2 weeks than I ever have. All sorts of stuff has happened that I wish I had the camera mounted to the helmet. So I really need to get on that. It's just been a lot of personal stuff. And then my ship out date, I fly out at the end of the month, is creeping up here, so I don't see anybody in school today. Maybe they're already out of school. Alright, I'm going to stop this here. Here's the update. I'll certainly do my best to try to continue doing some videos, guys, but I'll see you on the next one.